I am Lydia Wafula, a manager of monitoring, evaluation, research, accountability and learning for Masiko AgriFin program, based in Kenya, Nairobi. Masiko is an international NGO that works in supporting humanitarian activities around aid, refugees, climate change and agriculture. For AgriFin program is a program that is implemented in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria and Ethiopia to enhance the livelihoods of farmers through the provision of digital information services and financial services to enhance their productivity and income and resilience to climate change. Digital insurance, it's something that has not really picked traction. So as AgriFin, together with our partners, including ACRE Africa in Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, among other partners, we are really trying to see how we can provide a safety net for farmers through the provision of insurance, and most importantly through digital platforms, just to cut the costs that the farmers incur in getting access to insurance, but also cutting costs of the partners providing insurance to farmers. It's something that has been, despite the low uptake among farmers, it's something that is really picking traction across Eastern Africa especially, and in different aspects where farmers are really appreciating that insurance is really helping them and providing a safety net in their farming activities throughout the years, especially when the climate is not favorable for them. For the current partnership with ACRE Africa, we recognize their key players in terms of providing insurance and working with farmers. So for us, one of the key things of the outcomes that we look at is climate resilience, and them being in the space of working around climate. We sought out to them to see where we can work with them to enhance that we're able to reach more farmers in terms of providing insurance. So we wrote a joint proposal, we wrote a joint proposal, worked on it, and agreed on areas that we can work in. So with specifically looking at enhancing financial inclusion for women farmers, because those are the sector of farmers that we noticed through the years of working with farmers that are always left behind, and they're not, their uptake of most of the agricultural practices are always not up to par with their the male counterparts. So we wrote a proposal, came in together, and now worked in terms of sourcing for other partners beyond just AgriFin and ACRE Africa, but looking at now the other players, for example, the Agro Insurance Consortium in Uganda, who literally are key providers of insurance, and also looking at the local town council and the other government structures and agencies that can ensure that there's success in this specific project. For me, what has stood out for me here is that the farmers are appreciating insurance, and they are also being the first set of farmers that have been taught and have bought insurance and have also received payout, have become key ambassadors to the rest of the community and the rest of the farmers in terms of the importance of insurance and the benefits of insurance. And I saw that more farmers are willing to buy insurance. But another key thing I also noticed is that the women farmers are at the forefront of participating in the trainings and the sensitization meetings that happen around insurance, asking questions around insurance, and even buying insurance just to provide a safety net for them, because for the safety net, as much as they're also providing a safety net, for those that received payout, they've also noticed that it helps them literally, they're able to have money to plow back to their farming activities, so buying of input, catering for various labor activities within the farm, but also just providing for other household expenses, like for example paying for the school fees, which really is a key impact that I observed, that despite the farming, that we're also providing a smile to the families, not just the farmer, but also to the larger part, the household, the entire household of the individual farmers. For me, the greatest opportunity will be provision of maybe better phones. I would say smartphones for those that do not have smartphones, so that they are able to even access additional information around agriculture, around insurance. They're able to have literally sort of a library within their phones with some of even the most frequently asked questions and possible answers where they can always refer to, so that when they're meeting with farmers, it can be easier. But also the other opportunity is just linking them to the district agriculture officers, not just the few, maybe the super agent or something, but just having that linkage between the women agents and the district agriculture officer, so that he can also be in part of some of those sessions, just to ensure that he's able to emphasize some of the opportunities that they do. The other thing is just ensuring that in addition to the agent work they do, provide maybe other income opportunities for them that they can always rely on when the season is, during the off-season period. So to avoid drop-off of the agents, because of course they'll have to cater for their families or do other activities, so that to ensure that sustainability and also that continuous income for them. For AgriFin, success is us achieving the target numbers, which is those 80,000 farmers, with provided information around insurance and insured, so which we've achieved. Out of the 80, we had a target of 40% women farmers, which also we've achieved, but also having the impact at farmer level in terms of enhancing the productivity, the income and resilience of the farmers that we are working with. For the agents, just ensuring that we are able to provide job opportunities for some of the agents who are also part of the farming community, increasing the productivity or the yield for the farmers, and also just providing a safety net such that when now some of the seasons are bad, they're able to fall back and use the money that they receive during payout to cater for other family expenses. So into looking at catering for the farming activities, but also catering for other household expenses that are also key, that cannot be dealt away, whether they are farmers or not farmers. So I like to appreciate the entire partnership for this project that has made it a success. Starting with the AgriFin team, the technical team, and the finance and all the other teams that made it possible for this project to happen. I'd also like to thank ACRE Africa, who have also been instrumental in the working in ensuring that they're able to provide the services to the farmers. Of course, I will not leave Agro Insurance Consortium that has been key in providing the insurance itself and facilitating the provision of the services to farmers. The other partners, both at the government level, the other private sector partners, also including the farmers who are very key. So all the aggregators, especially in Uganda, the aggregators, including the yield harvest aggregator. And also key of all, of course, is the farmer, just the end farmer, together with the agents, in just ensuring that this project has been a success and that farmers are able to benefit in the long run. I would like to encourage farmers to take up insurance because insurance provides a safety net when there is a loss of the crops, and especially with these changes in climate. Insurance really provides you with that option where when there's a loss, you do not totally lose everything, but you're able to get at least some money to reinvest back into farming. Also, just for the key players within the farming community, the agents, the super farmers, the model farmers, to be able to share information, including the farmers that have already taken insurance, to share as much information as much as possible to the rest of the farming community, so that they are aware of insurance, where they can get insurance, the benefits of insurance, and how that benefits them in the long run. I'll also not leave out, of course, the key players, including the private sector, the government departments, even the donor community, those that already have information on insurance, those that design insurance products. If you're able to provide, for them to provide as much information to the farming community, to the government departments, the agriculture officers, so that they can be able to cascade that information to the farmers.